What if I told you just one food swap could save you over 1,400 calories a week, without dieting, without the gym, and without giving up your favorite meals? That's exactly what happened to one of my 55-year-old patients. Can you guess which swap it was? Let's find out. A woman in her early 50s once sent me a message at 2 o'clock in the morning. She wrote, "Doctor, I don't understand. I cut my calories, I've been drinking Diet Coke instead of regular soda, I even try to walk every day, but my belly keeps getting bigger. What am I doing wrong?" Her story is not unique. In fact, if you're over 40, you may be living this same frustration. You try harder, eat less, follow the diet trends, yet the scale refuses to move. Or worse, the fat around your waist won't disappear. And here's the shocking truth. It's not about your willpower. You don't need more motivation. The problem is that many foods you've been told are healthy are designed to keep you hungry, overload your liver, and quietly force your body into fat storage mode. I will walk you through 5 simple food swaps in this video. Each one can cut hundreds, even thousands of hidden calories from your week without starving yourself, without crazy workouts, and without relying on willpower. More importantly, these swaps help your body do what it was designed to, burn fat instead of storing it. And don't worry, you don't need to be perfect. Even if your diet contains red zone foods, I'll show you how to start. You'll see how to upgrade step by step, from avoid choices to best of the best, so you can finally get the scale moving in the right direction. So let's start right where most people go wrong, and it may surprise you. Part 1. The real reason you're not losing weight after 40. The real reason you're not losing weight after 40. You're not alone if you're over 40 and frustrated that the scale won't budge. I meet men and women every week who tell me the same story. "Doctor, I eat less than I did in my 30s, I try to cut carbs, I even drink diet soda, but my belly just keeps getting bigger." And here's the truth most people never hear. Your problem isn't a lack of discipline. It's not because you're lazy or weak. The real reason is that after 40, your body doesn't process food like it used to. Think of your liver as the engine room of your metabolism. When you were younger, you could easily burn through sugar and toxins. But with age and years of hidden additives, sweeteners, processed grains, and industrial oils, that engine becomes clogged. Once the liver is overwhelmed, your body flips into fat storage mode, especially around the midsection. That's why so many people notice the dreaded belly fat that won't go away, no matter how much they diet or exercise. Here's the inspiring part. It's not your fault, and it can be reversed. By learning which foods secretly block fat loss and which actually unlock your metabolism, you give your body a chance to work with you instead of against you. And that's precisely what we'll start uncovering in the next section, where I'll show you the 4 simple food categories that determine whether you burn fat or store it. The 4 food categories that decide whether you burn fat or store fat. Here's something most diets never explain. Not all foods are equal regarding weight loss. In fact, every single bite you eat pushes your body in one of 2 directions, toward burning fat or storing it. To simplify this, I break foods into 4 categories: avoid, approved, better, and best. Think of it like a traffic light: red, yellow, green, and blue. Red foods are the ones that stop fat loss in its tracks. Processed sugars, industrial oils, or junk drinks that overload your liver. Yellow foods are cleaner. They won't necessarily harm you, but they won't move you closer to your goals either. Green foods start to support your body. More fiber, more nutrients, fewer sugar spikes. And finally, blue foods, the best of the best. Flip the switch so your metabolism works with you, not against you. I once had a 58-year-old patient who switched just one habit. He gave up his nightly diet soda, an avoid food, and replaced it with sparkling water with lemon, a better choice. Within 2 months, he lost 10 pounds without changing anything else. That's the power of moving up just one color on this food ladder. The lesson is simple. You don't need to be perfect. Every upgrade matters. If you're in the red, aim for yellow. If you're in the yellow, move to green or blue. And now, let's see how this works in real life with our first food swap. Sweeteners, the hidden fat traps that fool millions of people daily.
Food swap number 1. Sweeteners.
the hidden fat traps. Let's start with the sweet stuff, because this is where so many people get fooled. Most of my patients over 40 tell me proudly, "I gave up sugar. I drink Diet Coke instead. I buy protein bars labeled sugar-free." And I always have to break the bad news. Those artificial sweeteners are often worse than sugar. Sucralose, aspartame, high fructose corn syrup, and even agave nectar all send your liver into overload and confuse your hunger hormones. You think you're cutting calories, but you're telling your body to store fat, especially around the belly. Now that doesn't mean you can never enjoy something sweet. There are better options. Raw honey and maple syrup still raise insulin, so they're approved but not ideal during fat loss. The real game changers are natural sweeteners like monk fruit and pure stevia. They don't spike blood sugar, they don't trigger cravings, and a little goes a very long way. I keep small packets in my bag so I never have to reach for Splenda at a coffee shop. One of my patients, a 60-year-old man, lost 15 pounds in 4 months simply by ditching his daily sugar-free sodas and switching to sparkling water with a squeeze of lemon, sweetened lightly with stevia. No crash diets, no extreme workouts, just one smart swap. So the lesson is simple. If the label says 0 sugar, it doesn't mean 0 weight gain. This brings us to our next food group, which confuses many people. Fruits. Are they really your friend when you're trying to lose fat, or can they secretly stall your progress? Let's break that down next. Food swap number 2. Fruits. Nature's candy or a fat loss ally? For decades we've been told, eat more fruit. It's natural, healthy, good for you. And while fruit is packed with vitamins, not every fruit is your friend when trying to lose weight after 40. The truth is, some fruits behave more like candy than health food. Bananas, grapes, and dried fruits are the biggest culprits. One banana can spike your blood sugar almost like a donut. A handful of grapes delivers 20 to 30 grams of sugar with nearly no fiber to slow it down. And just 5 dates contain more sugar than a can of soda. These choices flood your liver with fructose. And when your liver is already stressed, your body stores that sugar as belly fat. That doesn't mean fruit has to disappear from your life. There are better options. Kiwis, tomatoes, and grapefruit can be enjoyed in moderation. They add nutrients without the sugar overload. Even better are green apples, lemons, and limes. They're lower in fructose and higher in fiber, and actively support your liver and digestion. And the best of the best? Berries and avocados. Berries are loaded with antioxidants, help balance blood sugar, and studies show blueberries increase fat burning during exercise. Avocados, technically a fruit, keep you full, stabilize hormones, and give you more potassium than a banana. So the lesson here is simple. Fruit isn't good or bad. It's about choosing the right kind, amount, and time. And now that we've cleared up the fruit confusion, let's move on to the next big category that causes trouble for people over 40. Grains and carbs. Food swap number 3. Carbs and grains. Why whole wheat isn't always whole. For many Americans, breakfast has always started the same way. A bowl of cereal, maybe a slice of toast, sometimes a bagel on the go. It feels harmless. After all, the box says whole grain or low fat. But here's the shocker. Most foods turn into sugar in your bloodstream within minutes. White bread, pasta, boxed cereals, and even rice made from refined grains strip away the fiber your body needs to slow digestion. That's why you eat breakfast at 7 a.m. and feel hungry again by 9:30. It's not your willpower, the food tricking your system. Whole wheat sounds like the solution, but labels can be deceiving. A loaf that says made with whole wheat can still be 90% white flour. Even brown rice and oats, while better, still spike blood sugar if eaten in large amounts. A better step is sprouted bread, lentil pasta, or chickpea noodles. They digest more slowly, keep you full longer, and provide nutrients. And the best swaps? Vegetables as grains. Cauliflower rice, zucchini noodles, spaghetti squash. Add beans or lentils and you have fiber, protein, and stable energy. In his early 60s, one of my patients switched from nightly white rice to cauliflower rice. He dropped 2 inches off his waist in 6 weeks without changing anything else. The lesson is this: you don't need to cut carbs completely. You need to choose carbs that work with your body, not against it. And that brings us to the next category that's even more misunderstood: fats and oils, the building blocks of every cell in your body. Food swap number 4, fats and oils. You are what your cells are made of. Most people fear fat because for years we were told eating fat makes you fat. But the truth is, the fats you choose don't just sit on your waistline. They actually become part of every single cell in your body. Think of it this way: your body is like a house, and fat is the brick it's built from. Suppose you use cheap, weak bricks. The house crumbles. If you use strong, healthy ones, the house stands firm. The cheap, weak bricks are industrial seed oils: canola, soybean, corn, safflower, sunflower. They're loaded with unstable omega-6 fats that trigger inflammation and can stay stored in your tissues for years. That's why eating fried foods at restaurants or store-bought salad dressings made with these oils often leads to stubborn weight gain and joint pain. Better bricks come from olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. They're stable, nourishing, and support your metabolism instead of slowing it down. But the strongest bricks are natural animal fats like grass-fed butter, ghee, or tallow. They're low in harmful omega-6s, packed with vitamins, and keep you full so you eat less without trying. One of my patients in his 60s swapped his daily canola oil for olive oil and grass-fed butter. Within 3 months, not only did his belly shrink, but his energy returned and his doctor lowered his cholesterol meds. The lesson? Don't fear fat. Choose the right kind, and your body will thank you. And now, let's move to one of the sneakiest calorie traps of all: beverages. The drinks that quietly sabotage weight loss without you even noticing. Food swap number 5, beverages. Stop drinking your calories. Here's one of the sneakiest ways people over 40 gain weight without even realizing it: liquid calories. Soda can hit your body with 9 teaspoons of sugar in seconds. Many switch to diet soda thinking it's safer, but the artificial sweeteners inside confuse your hormones, trigger cravings, and push your body straight into fat storage mode. And it's not just soda. Energy drinks, flavored waters, sweet teas, even zero sugar drinks can sabotage your progress. But there's good news. Once you stop consuming calories, the weight often moves almost effortlessly. I had a 55-year-old patient who gave up her daily sweet tea and replaced it with sparkling water and lemon. She dropped 12 pounds in 2 months, without changing anything else in her diet. That's the power of this swap. So what are the better options? Unsweetened almond or coconut milk in your smoothies, herbal teas for digestion, and calm sparkling water with a squeeze of lime. And the best of the best? Green tea, black coffee, lemon water, and bone broth. These don't just avoid damage, they actively boost metabolism, support liver health, and satisfy you. The lesson is simple. If you wouldn't eat 3 donuts, don't drink them in liquid form. Choose drinks that hydrate, heal, and help your body burn fat. And now that we've covered all 5 powerful food swaps, let's tie it all together with the simple mindset shift that makes these changes last for life. Progress, not perfection. So let's wrap this up. You've just discovered 5 simple food swaps that can cut thousands of hidden calories each week, without dieting harder, without spending hours in the gym, and without relying on sheer willpower. From sweeteners to fruits, grains to fats, and even your daily drinks, each minor upgrade helps your body shift from storing fat to burning it. Here's my suggestion. Don't change everything at once. Pick one swap that feels easiest for you, maybe replacing your nightly soda or switching from white bread to sprouted bread, and start there. Progress is what matters, not perfection. Each step you take builds momentum. Those steps add to fundamental transformation over time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these swaps will you try first this week? Drop your answer in the comments, because your idea may inspire someone else. If you find this helpful, subscribe and share it with a friend trying to lose weight after 40. And stay tuned, because in the following video, I'll reveal the 7 simple habits I'd use myself to lose 30 pounds quickly and naturally. You won't want to miss it.